Alright, I'm recording this video after my showcase of Ameth's,
Look, a laser sword.
or, sorry,
Pretty cool,
S2.
right?
So I saw Pride win. Apparently her S3 is a huge jump in power, which, I mean, it makes sense. Like, she gets 100% damage amplification. What the fuck? And then she gets 25 more. She gets basically 125 damage amplification. Like, what the hell? And then she gets 60% crit damage. Like, yeah, her S3 is like the hugest power boost. I would say these are good power boosts as well, but like her S3 is when you start seeing her crazy side. uh, Unfortunate, but I'll get it one day. Just not now. It's best if I start saving for the anniversary um, while I still have a lot of time left. We are getting a 10 pull, another 10 pull. I mean, I let's be real here. I could go for S3. Will I? I don't know. I'll build up my gems and see how willing I am to go to S3, 60%. Because, I mean, S3, if you look at Prydwin's charts, S3 is when she takes a huge jump above S1 and S2 and S0. She takes a huge one. S3 is like crazy. But obviously, her biggest crazy jump is S5. Because that's when I think she doesn't really care who's on her team anymore. Kind of like Fleur de Lis. Um, if you have Fleur de Lis, I think S4 or S5, she doesn't care about Rover or anybody on her team. She inflicts all the stuff on her own. And that's why maxed out Fleur de Lis is broken, because she can just do everything by herself. It's basically the same way for Ameth. If you get her, like, I think it's S5, she can basically do everything on her own, and she doesn't really require like certain teammates. Um, but anyway, that's not the reason I'm making the video. I want to talk about this game, and we can actually listen to one of my favorite songs from the patch. This is my favorite song of this patch, man. Bro, Ameth's patch has had the best music I think I've ever heard in a gacha game. Her patch, Kuro went all out for her patch, bro. And there's something I need you guys to keep in mind as well. This is 3.1. Like, guys, do not forget that. This is 3.1. We still have 9 points to go. Oh my god, this song is so fucking fire. Oh my god. Dude. Mm. Oh, our daughter. I had to just let that song play out, man. That is. Oh, sorry if you guys see my fucking ping spiking here. Uploading the videos of my story reaction. You guys won't see this until after the story reaction, so it can all make sense. But it's. Guys, again, keep in mind, this is 3.1. This is 3.1. We still have 9 points to go before this 3.x series saga is over. We still have 9 more to go. And that is crazy to me. It's crazy. And you know what this means? This story is going to get insane. It's going to get insane. Like, is anyone. I know everybody's so focused on how peak the story is, but no one is saying right now, like, this is 3.1. This story is going to get fucking insane. How insane? I don't know. But I trust Kuro to make this story one that no one will ever forget in the gotcha space. Like, does Kuro have the best story in gotcha? I think they do. And I mean like the big gotcha games. Genshin's story is nobody knows what the fuck's going on, I'm gonna be honest. HSR story makes no fucking sense. I think they have one of the best stories in gotcha history. And I'm being honest. I really think Kuro does. I think they have one of the best stories in gotcha history. And I don't even think it's close. Now, maybe I'm forgetting some games out there. I know Nikkei, the beginning of Nikkei's story was actually pretty okay. Really good. But I think Kuro, what they have done
Look over here.
with this character and Rover's character development in this one story of Rover learning their past is honestly insane. Forgive me if y'all hear some taping. I'm trying to tape up something. Something broke. But it's crazy. This is only 3.1. Where's the story going to go from here? Now, I think this is the only MSQ, the main story, that we're going to have. I don't think Luke's is going to have a main story, Luke's part. Oh, she's about to start singing. G-Bus, help me. Too many songs playing at once. But I can't stop my S2 daughter from singing. What type of parent would I be? Just let her finish singing, I guess, before I continue talking. What an amazing fucking character. Dude, this is what I wanted. I called this shit in 2.8 or 2.9, whatever the fuck it was. I was hoping they would do this, and Kuro delivered so hard, man. I was hoping we would get some Rover lore, and they delivered so hard. This is easily a cinema out of 10. It doesn't even need a number. This story quest was fantastic. The music in this story quest, probably the best music that they've had. And I really loved Augusta and Yuno's story quest with the music. Well, it was Augusta's story quest, but it was like the main one where Yuno was about to disappear. Like that one had some fire music too, but I think this one just takes the cake. The music really sold everything. It made you feel like you were immersed in, like you were watching an anime, like one of your favorite anime series. And it was just crazy. I really loved Rover in this. You know, because before I think a YouTuber said this a way where I can 1,000% agree. Rover felt like in this patch, Rover felt like they weren't an insert person character. They felt like they were their own character because we got their backstory. We know a little bit. We don't know everything they went through, but we know a little bit of what they went through. We know that they've been doing this. By the way, did you guys know y'all could do this? Did y'all know y'all could do this? But surfs up, dudes. Surfs up, dudes. But we learned a little bit of their backstory of like what they went through. And it's like, yo, they actually feel like their own character. They don't feel like, okay, we're inserting ourselves in this character. I'm going to be so honest with you. I know the story won't stay like this. It's going to go back to what it was for for certain characters, and it's going to go back to focusing like on the world and not so much Rover probably after all of this focuses on Rover. I don't want it to. Does anyone like disagree with that? Like I know we have to explore the world of Solaris so Rover can get all their elements and all that stuff. But I'm going to be so honest, I don't want it to stop. I would rather learn more about our main character's past. I would rather us take a trip to our main character's homeland to like learn their real name and see, because our homeland is like where the sentinels and shit are born, right? So our planet must be roaming around with sentinels, and the people here think sentinels are almighty powerful creatures. But in Rover's land, brother, they're like pets. Jue calls Rover their owner. Like, and that's a big dragon. That's a big dragon. They all are like Rover's like pets in a way. So it's like I want to learn more about our characters' past. I don't want Rover to be like an insert character where you insert them, insert yourself into the character. I actually loved this patch for Rover. I loved the Rover lore. I hope 3.0. No, I know 3.0 is going to have so much more Rover lore, especially if we break through the Strider gate like Rover wants to do. Like, this is going to be a crazy patch, man. Or this is going to be a crazy saga. Because keep in mind, again, I've emphasized this 2 to 3 times now, but we are only in 3.1. We still have 9 more points to go before we are out of this 3 point saga. How much crazier is this going to get? Because also keep in mind, we didn't see the Fraxidus at all in this story patch. But the last story patch 3.0, they were there. But in this one, they weren't, which I find kind of suspicious and weird. Because this seems to be like the patch where everything happened. You know, Ameth came back for a little minute. Uh, the Exostrider turned on for a little second as well. It started moving, but now it's back asleep. Like, a lot happened, and the Fraxis are nowhere to be seen. They're looking for the perfect host for the Threnodian. And I'm going to be so honest. I think it's going to be Rover. I think something is going to happen, and Rover is going to be the perfect host for the Threnodian Alpha 1, Alpha 1. And you know why I'm saying that? Because Leviathan chose Rover to host the Lament. And yes, even though they said Rover wasn't Leviathan's first choice for her, for it to make Rover its host. I think I think that's what the Fraxidus might be after. You can just peep what I'm spitting here, bro. Think about it. Everybody views Rover as the god of Solaris, pretty much. Like Rover's past self has left that imprint that they are the end all be all. Well, not end all be all, but they are powerful. They are a person who controls, Jue, who controls all these sentinels, who controls the Exostrider with ease. And they view Rover as like a god. So, and keep this in mind too. Rover already has a Threnodian in her body. It's Abby. It's been confirmed that Abby is friends, or he is friends, or he was one of them at one point. Abby was a Threnodian. Don't forget that. They showed that before we left Renacida. When she's like, how could you betray us when we were capturing Leviathan? They've already confirmed Abby was once a Threnodian, or maybe a leader of the Threnodian, or one of their members. So that's already 2 Threnodians who made Rover kind of like their host in a sense. Now, another thing is the samurai guy. He said once the lament chooses you, it's not something you can just snap your fingers and it's out of your body. You can't just do that. So I'm wondering, does Rover still have that in their body, the lament? Because again, Leviathan chose them as their host after our boy the goat passed. They were the host of the Dark Tide. And again, the samurai dude said you can't just like get that out of your body. Once it infects you, it's always in you. So I'm wondering, since Rover has the Dark Tide in them and they have Abby in them, That's technically two Threnodians. They don't have Leviathan in them, but they do have the stuff Leviathan made inside of them. So what if the Fraxidus want Rover to become Alpha One's new host? They want Alpha One. They want Rover to become Alpha One's resonator, just like how Leviathan chose Rover to host the Dark Tide in them. Am I crazy? I mean, brother, like, we literally have a Thernodian in our body right now, Abby, and then we literally, I if Kuro remembers, if the writer for Kuro remembers what that dude said, which I can't pronounce his name, Juan said, Jian, Kuyan, whatever. He's like, yeah, when the dark tide infects you, it just doesn't leave your body. You know, you're stuck with it like that. Unless, somehow she just cleansed it. But if they haven't cleansed it from their body, then that's two Threnodian frequencies already in Rover's body. Abby and Leviathan. Again, what if Rover becomes Alpha One's resonator? I'm just saying, bro. It it makes sense. Rover's gonna try to do some heroic shit. Not gonna let Ameth become Alpha's resonator, so they become Alpha's resonator. Because keep in mind the lore of this game. You can't kill a Threnodian. You can't, because they feed off of the people. They feed off of people's despair, hopelessness, sadness, and that's never going away. That's never going away. They've even stated that, I believe, in the game, that those sentiment, those feelings, those are never going to go away, because that's life. So you can never kill a Threnodian. The only thing you can do to a Threnodian is seal them away. That's it. You have to seal them. You have to put them either in someone's body. Abby. Abby can absorb Threnodians. They've already confirmed that too. That we're gonna have it absorb Leviathan. Or Rover. Because Rover has Abby, who is a Threnodian in a sense. I'm just spitting here, bro. I think that's what Kuro is planning to do. Because again, another thing is, why is it every patch, when we get like close to the middle of the patch, why does every new companion Rover meet, like Lupa said this, and I think someone in 1.0 said this, I can't remember who. Um, what if you get corrupted, Rover? What if you become evil? Who's gonna stop you? We're gonna have to stop you. And I think that's what's going to happen, man. I think Rover is going to become the resonator of all of these Threnodians, one way or another. I think they are going to be the perfect host for all the Threnodians. I might just be spitting some crazy shit here, but I feel like that's where the story is going. Because it's crazy to me how all this is happening. And Rover is just at the center of it all. And the Fraxidus are keeping an and the Fraxidus are only keeping an eye on Rover. I don't think they give a shit about anything else that's happening. They're focused solely on Rover and obviously the Thernodians. I'm telling you, man, they want Rover to be the host of all these Thernodians. I have a feeling they do. Anyway, I got off on a huge tangent there. Let me try to get back to my main point and wrap this video up. And try to wrap this video up. So, I think the story quest was awesome. I appreciate the Rover lore. I can't wait to see what else the 3 Point saga brings. I would rate this easily a 10 out of 10 for me. The music was on point. The character development was awesome to see from Rover. Voice acting on point. They really nailed that, like, that breathy tone. Like, Rover was just really, really tired. They really nailed that breathy, heavy tone that the Rover is just tired. Like, the past Rover was just so exhausted and so tired. Because, they've been doing this for millennia and they can never figure out how to stop it. I think everything is awesome. And the development between the two characters, like the parent and child development, I think that was amazing storytelling. Amazing storytelling. I hope they keep this up. I know we're probably going to get like a huge little break from this because, they've already confirmed that Cyberpunk is happening uh, this year. A lot of people are speculating it's for the anniversary. I think I said this in a other video. But a lot of people are suspecting it's for the anniversary. So we're probably going to like a huge MSQ break. I just hope that the game keeps cooking, man. Please keep cooking. Go in that kitchen and make a buffet. Y'all are killing it. To all those people who still doubt this game and who hate on this game, I think you guys are insane, man. I know I'm glazing the fuck out of this, but when shit is good, it deserves glaze. And Wuthering Waves is one of those games that's a huge underdog in a lot of people's eyes, and it makes no sense why this game gets trash talked every single second. This game hit number one in all platforms: PC, Bilibili, Steam, probably PlayStation 2 as well. The release of this character's banner. This game is fucking awesome. For a free game, this game is fucking awesome. It has been improving. This, keep in mind too, this game has only been out for a fucking year. It's only been out for a year, about to be 2 years. This game is only 2 years old, brother. This game is only 2 years old. I'm very proud of this game and what it has become so far in its early life cycle. Keep cooking, Koro. You're doing awesome. Give your writer a raise and tell him, stay at it, boy. You doing good. And please, man, give us more Rover lore, because I know this can't be it. More Rover character development would be awesome as well. And of course, obviously, we need lore on Abby, considering they are a part of the Thernodians in some way. Just keep cooking. Just keep. I don't even gotta say anything. Y'all know what y'all doing. Just keep cooking. I mean, you already had the main producer of the game saying, "Hey, I won't be here to support y'all or for y'all to see me, but just know that I'm working hard in the background to get this game, keep this game 10 out of 10, do it again for y'all." So that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope your summons for Amith here, our daughter, went very well. Hopefully, you guys didn't have too many tears to hold back during the ending. And yeah, um, I I'll decide if I want to go for her S3. I don't know. I'm at zero pity. I'm at zero pity. I'm not summoning for Luke. And I think after this patch, it is the anniversary. I'll have to look that up. But and I obviously want to save for Cyberpunk, even though Kuro is very generous. Keep in mind, we're still getting a lot of free polls. I looked it up, and someone did the calculations. If you have like the subscription, you're guaranteed to get 145 polls this patch. And I think I've only spent 10 of those, so I'm at like 135 polls this patch. Is like crazy, and we haven't even gotten it. We haven't even gotten all the events. We just got this one today. I still gotta get my 600 gems from this. Oh, sorry, 500 gems from this, 600 gems from this. Like, there's just so many gems, and then we're still getting that free 10 pull during Amos Banner. I think coming up week on the 10th or the 11th.
Among the stars.
I think it's like the 11th or the 10th, one of those days. We're getting a free 10 pull for her banner, so it's like Kuro is very generous. I could go for S3, and I don't think I would have like a single problem saving up gems again before the anniversary hits. Um, but yeah, that'll do it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this game is really underrated? Or should I say, do you think this game is backhanded by a lot of people who just refuse to give it a chance because they have grudges with, certain CCs or certain people? I think, here's what I'll say. If you are a person, I implore you to use your own brain, use your own thoughts, process stuff yourself. All I will say is this: I hope, and I would say I think you guys should give this game a try. It is an amazing game. It has come so far, and it has only been a year in this game's life cycle. About to be 2 years this year, in a few months, or next patch. Give the game a chance. There's a lot of free polls, and an amazing character. Amazing story. Give the game a chance. That'll do it for me. Peace.
I won 50-50 again, boys. Cooked. Oh, our daughter came home. Our daughter, boys. Our daughter. It feels so nice. Our daughter. And now I'm done summoning. I'm done summoning. Apologize for the mic. I know it's a little bit probably iffy. I'm using the controller mic.
やりたいことありすぎてやばいかも。一つずつ片付けてね。
That is S2. This is my first S2 character. It's further increased by 400%. Boys, I'm about to be cooking some niggas. Oh shit. I'm gonna add this probably at the end of like one of the videos. Because this is crazy, bro. S2, our daughter came home. Free to play, by the way. Woo! Okay, I did buy the subscription, but I mean, anybody can buy the subscription. It's literally $4. I even have the subscription again because I'm gonna need it, boys. Because I'm broke like a joke. She took everything, but she gave me everything back. Like wowzers. S2. Jeez, bro. I'm not aiming for her S3. I know better. I'm at like zero pity starting over. We don't know who's coming out for the anniversaries. Some people are guessing it's the collab characters. So yeah, I'm gonna start saving now, and I'll probably try to get her. Shit, I'll see if I can get her S6. Um, we'll see. We will see. I got some more videos coming out of the story and my reaction. Um, and I do have another video in mind I really want to make because the story was 10 out of 10. 10 out of it wasn't even 10 out of 10. It was cinema out of 10. I cried, bro. That shit was glorious. I love the fact that they gave Rover a bonding relationship with like a kid, like a parent and a child. And now Rover has came back and the child that they took care of is fully grown and following in basically their mother slash father's footsteps, which was both of the Rovers. Kuro just did an amazing job, bro. And the voice acting for this patch, fucking amazing, dude. Really good voice acting. I do feel like the English VAs, I think the female Rover actually did amazing in her parts. Like, you could tell they told her to step it up, and she did. She did, bro. Like, you could tell, like, the scenes when Rover was super tired, she was putting in that super tired voice effort. I think the female Rover actually did very well. I do feel like her screams in some parts should have been like a little longer, a little stronger, but she did really good. The Japanese, killer, bro. Those dudes are killer. Anyway, I just wanted to make this little segment. I don't want to make this too long because the videos are going to be really long. So, yeah. S2. This is her build. She's not fully done, but I mean, I guess you could say she's done because she's at 254 crit damage and 54 crit rate. Those stats are deceiving because her set gives her 20% crit rate in battle. So she's actually at 70 crit rate, and then her crit damage actually jumps up to 265 from her passive, from her tree thing. Somewhere in here, it gives her more crit damage. I don't feel like finding it. It's somewhere in there. It gives her even more crit damage. So she's actually almost at 300 crit damage, and she's at 70 plus crit rate. Obviously, I got to work on her talents more. All of her talents are only level 6, so she's not doing too much damage because her talents are really low. But once she gets to 10, and I get like some better gear. Oh, and then not to mention, since I have her S1, she's going to be hitting really fucking hard on her charged attacks. She's going to get 300% crit damage on them bitches. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna get 300% damage on them bitches. This girl's about to start hitting like a freight train. Anyway, that'll do it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and I hope you guys' summons went really well. I hope you guys got her. If you're skipping her, that's a choice. If you're skipping her, that's a choice. But I'm just saying, I don't think you should. I think this is going to be the main fusion DPS team, probably, or DPS unit, probably for a while. And I don't think she's done getting support. We are still missing that one fusion burst character who can apply fusion. Now, that could be the grass chick or the jade chick coming up. Or, and you know this is going to happen. You know for a fact Rover is going to be fusion. When they get their element, they are going to be fusion. You know they are. Because it's a mother and daughter. Fusion, fusion. You know she's going to support Ameth. You know Rover's going to support Ameth. By the way, 10 out of 10 on this fucking Rover fit. Dear God, the female Rover is just better looking and just superior. Voice acting, you can say what you want. I think the female Rover does just fine. She needs a little work in some areas, but she's just fine. In Japanese, brother, she's amazing. But you already know female Rover is going to support the fuck out of Ameth when Rover gets their next element, which should be soon, sometime in the 3.x series. So yeah. Anyway, I think you should pick her up. If you don't pick her up, that's okay too. Pick who you want, summon for who you want. Use your use your stones, gems, however you want to. I would rate this character really fun, probably the funnest character in the game. I don't even know if the Cyberpunk collab characters will match this character. They went all out for this chick. All of her songs and her story were banger songs, bro. Banger songs. I love the chemistry that they gave these two characters, mother, daughter, and then if you play the male Rover, father, daughter. I love that shit. It plugs at my heartstrings. I love it. So, can't wait to see what's coming up. I'm not going to spoil what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep that for the next video I have in mind. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.